Have you heard of the legendary Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, a king renowned for his bravery? But did you know that this mighty ruler once bowed down before a woman? Why did a king known for his valor feel the need to apologize to a woman? Was it an act of force or a choice from the heart? Discover the intriguing story behind this unexpected moment in history. When we turn the pages of history, we all love to read about the brave queens such as Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, Rani Kittur Chennamma and Rani Abbakka of Ullal, who fought against mighty forces. They have all earned their fame through courage, intelligence and bravery on the battlefield. But have you ever heard of Belawadi Mallamma, a heroic queen from Karnataka? Her story remains lesser known, yet she deserves recognition as the first queen to raise an army of over 5,000 women soldiers and fight none other than the formidable Maratha Emperor Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. In today's episode on Page Pulse by Lee, I'll tell you about this remarkable warrior queen who turned an enemy into an admirer and an ally. To give you a brief idea of her background, Belawadi Mallamma lived a long time ago in the 17th century during the time of Mughals, the Marathas and the Adil Shahis. She was the queen of a small but powerful kingdom called Belawadi in Karnataka. Belawadi is today mainly a small village in Bailahongal Taluk of Belgavi district. But during that time, her kingdom was spread across large portions of Belgavi and Dharwad districts. Now, let us learn something about her early life. Before she became a queen, Mallamma was born a princess. She was the daughter of King Madhulinga Nayaka of Sode Kingdom and her mother was Queen Veeramma. Her father ruled parts of today's Uttar Karnataka and South Goa regions. His ancestors were feudatories of Vijayanagar Empire and they had become independent after the collapse of the empire. Now, let me tell you a fun fact about her childhood. When Mallamma was just 5 years old, her father made sure she went to school. Yes, a real school built just for her and her brother. Shankar Bhatt, a great scholar, was the head of the school and 10 other senior teachers were also appointed. She was not only taught reading and writing in Kannada, Marathi, Urdu and Sanskrit, but also martial arts like horseback riding, archery, fencing and javelin throwing. Imagine mastering all that before you're even a teenager. When Mallamma was ready to get married, her father organized a Swayamvara. But it wasn't the regular kind where the princess picks her husband. Oh no, Mallamma had a challenge of her own, which the right suitor had to pass. Whoever wanted to marry her had to hunt as many tigers as their age, plus one in just 1 month. Invitations were sent to various kingdoms and princes from distant kingdoms including Kashmir, competed. At the Swayamvara, Ishwar Prabhu, the prince of Belawadi, was adjudged victorious as he killed 21 tigers and his age was only 20 years. Can you believe it? He married Mallamma and she became the queen of Belawadi. Their marriage was celebrated with great pomp and show. Ishwar Prabhu was a very brave prince and together they ruled wisely and made their kingdom strong. Mallamma even trained a 5,000 strong women's army, the first of its kind in India. But life wasn't easy back then. Bigger powers like the Mughals, Bijapur Sultans and Shivaji constantly fought wars and sought to conquer smaller kingdoms like Belawadi. After Shivaji's conquest of Tanjavur in 1678, on their way back, some of his troops under a commander camped at Yedvada, a small village of Belawadi, for rest. When they ran short on milk, they demanded that the local farmers supply them with more milk and curds. However, the villagers were not in a position to oblige them. Angered by their frank refusal, the Maratha soldiers stole the cows of the village during the night. In the morning, when the villagers realized that their cattle were stolen, they reported the matter to the king Ishwar Prabhu. By this time, Shivaji was highly popular in the entire South India, and being his admirer, King Ishwar Prabhu was planned for a grand reception to Shivaji Maharaj. Upon hearing that the cows of the milk sellers were captured by the Maratha army, Ishwar Prabhu wanted to settle the matter with Shivaji peacefully. Hence, he sent his commander or Belawadi Gauda Patil to bring back the cows from the Marathas. However, the arrogant Maratha soldiers insulted Gauda Patil, leaving Ishwar Prabhu disappointed. Thus, a friction developed between King Ishwar Prabhu and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's army. Ishwar Prabhu decided to teach a lesson to the Maratha army. At this time, the brave and intelligent Queen Mallamma arrived at the king's court and requested that the responsibility be given to her. She led her brigade of 5,000 female soldiers and attacked the Maratha army. Within an hour, 200 Maratha soldiers were wounded and some were killed. Finally, the Maratha commander agreed to return the cattle. When Shivaji heard about this, he was furious that his soldiers had behaved immorally by stealing the cows of the poor villagers. But he was also angry that the brave Maratha army had been vanquished by women and considered it disgraceful. He ordered that immediately a larger force to be sent to vanquish the small kingdom and redeem their prestige. Dadaji, a brave general, proceeded immediately with a large army towards Belawadi. The Maratha forces were met by the Belawadi army under the command of Ishwar Prabhu, and a fierce battle raged for 15 days. During the battle, one of the Maratha commanders stabbed Ishwar Prabhu from behind, and he fell from the horse and died on the battlefield. When this shocking news reached Mallamma, she was in confinement as her child was just 4 months old. Yet she was not deterred. She picked her sword and continued to fight. Under her spirited leadership, the Belawadi forces defended their fort for 27 more days. The ballads to her heroism is the battlefield are the sung even today. However, during the intense battle, the Maratha soldiers cut off the legs of her horse, making her to fall. Although she got up and started fighting, she was overpowered and the soldiers captured the seriously injured queen. The soldiers further humiliated the captive queen before taking her to Shivaji. This encounter, however, took a surprising turn. Known for his chivalry, Shivaji treated Mallamma with great respect. Instead of pleading for mercy, she boldly protested his soldiers' actions, Struck by her courage and integrity, Shivaji admitted his mistake, apologized, and returned her kingdom. He even punished the soldiers who had acted wrongly. This shows why Shivaji is remembered as a king who honored women even in war. After returning to Belawadi, Mallamma ruled effectively. Her son, under the guidance of her brother Sadashiva Nayaka, grew into a capable leader. Mallamma passed away in 1629, leaving behind a legacy of bravery and leadership. Today, unfortunately, very few people remember this brave warrior queen who fought against the mighty Marathas to defend her motherland and won the eternal friendship of Shivaji, who was briefly her enemy. One unique reminder of her story is a sculpture found in Yadwad near Dharwad, commissioned by Mallamma. The top portion of the sculpture depicts Shivaji on horseback, while the bottom panel shows him holding her baby and feeding him milk, while Mallamma stands proudly with her bow and arrow. This rare portrayal of Shivaji made during his lifetime symbolizes their extraordinary encounter. Though Belawadi's forts and palaces are gone, Mallamma's story lives on. She was more than a queen. She was a daughter, wife, mother, warrior, and protector of her land. So what do you think? Isn't Belawadi Mallamma a hero worth remembering? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was a warrior of unparalleled courage, a king whose name still echoes through the annals of history. But even a mighty ruler like him knew when to humble himself. His apology was not a sign of weakness, but a testament to his strength, wisdom, and respect for justice. In his eyes, honor and integrity were above all, even if it meant bowing before a woman. This moment proves that the true greatness lies not just in conquering lands, but in understanding when to seek forgiveness, no matter who you are. If you enjoyed learning about Belawadi Mallamma, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Page Smiley and hit the bell icon for more amazing stories. Share this with friends and family, and let's keep history alive. Until next time, keep discovering, learning, and staying connected with our past. Signing off, Page Smiley. See you next time.